that's not it. Let me start. Oh, well, maybe I got to do that first. Okay, so can you see that on your screen, Social Media 101?
Where did we go? Not yet. I've got everything's up and loaded. Oh, I see you moving your cursor, but I just don't have anything on the screen. It's just a blank gray screen.
Oh, there. How about that?
There you go. Yep.
There. All right, if I click the button, that helps. Yeah, so this is Social Media 101, and it's just ask questions. What is your background in social media? Have you done very much with social media?
No, I came on board here, just my own personal stuff and being involved in a previous employer where we had somebody who did that all for us. I fed the information to her on what we needed to go out, but I did not do any of it.
Okay,
So,
and have you ever set up, I was just kind of getting a feel for how, well, you just ask all the questions that you want, but
well, I came on board with Habitat at the end of this past September, and part of my job here is to manage all of the social media. And we have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, yet I'm not sure what's going on with our LinkedIn account, so I haven't even been able to do anything with that. But managing everything through a Hootsuite.
Okay. So. Well, you're hitting a lot of what that we're going to talk about. So if there's any specific questions on some of those, then be sure to let me know. So very basic, what is social media? It's conversational, and you sound young. You don't sound. You sound young, so I'm sure social media is something that's already ingrained in you and really comfortable with you. And knowing the differences between social media today and the different generational expectations between younger and the older market is important. So you have to have a plan. You have to have a social media plan. It doesn't just happen, and it's not just posting. Although that said, it's easy to do. It's and it's certainly economical to do. But the main thing to know is that it is about conversation. And I think a lot of people, when they first start in social media, they're really afraid of social media. That they're, what if somebody posts something on my page that I don't like? Well, if that happens, you treat it exactly like you would if somebody walked into your Restore or your affiliate office and had a problem. You would deal with it transparently and honestly and effectively. And I think people don't expect that you're going to have a perfect operation, but they do expect that you can handle it openly when something does happen. So mostly it's conversational. It is a conversation, and it's not traditional marketing where it's just one-sided where you decide what things go out right. So what is social media? I mean, this slide is just amazing to me of all the different icons that you can get involved in. Well, all the different websites that you can get involved in. It's crazy. The other thing to notice is it's all a coordinated effort. It's not just social media. It's not just your website. You really do need to make sure that your plan is intertwined and that covers the entirety of your organization, from your website through your printed materials. Everything is coordinated. So. Facebook?
Wow, that's a lot of sites.
It is a lot of sites, but and something like 72% of all Internet users now are on social media. And as the younger generations get older, or the middle-aged generations get older, then that can only increase. But just like what you said, your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, if those are the ones that Williamson County is started on, you can see that those are good ones to pick.
And we have Pinterest and let me look and see. Like there's ones that I'm just not even doing anything with that are stuff. So I got Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Yeah.
Well, and you don't have to be on everything. Do it enough where you can do a good job on it.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to keep the names, but just for future reference. And speaking of names, try to have a uniform name that's somewhat easy to remember. Our uniform name is Habitat Texas. So we're facebook.com/Habitat Texas, twitter.com/Habitat Texas. You can pick your name and try to be consistent across all the different platforms, social media platforms. So, but that's kind of amazing. This next slide is fascinating to me too. Online in 60 seconds. So every 60 seconds, there's 70 domains registered, 15,000 songs downloaded, 571 news sites every 60 seconds. That's just 433,000 tweets, 277,000 from Snapchat. That's I can't even believe that. 2.66 million Google searches every minute.
Wow.
I know, right? You kind of makes you wonder what people are doing. Who's using social networking? You can just kind of see this for just a second. Instagram is the one that's really starting to increase in popularity. That's kind of the trends for 2015 show more Instagram. That said, the trends for 2014 showed Facebook would be declining a lot, and that hasn't happened. So the main thing to remember, 75% of everybody on the Internet is on Facebook, and I think I read that if Facebook was a country, it would be the 8th largest country in the world, like right behind Japan, which actually I thought...
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I thought it'd be a little bit even bigger than that, but I guess even time. The other thing that Habitat International has realized that there's kind of we have this aging volunteer pool, which is kind of created, I guess, the opposite of a bubble. So we've got the big retirees that are very active, and they've been active for decades. But Habitat International realized that they really didn't cater to the next generation of volunteers. So the 40-something, there's a big drop-off in volunteerism for Habitat in that age group, and now they're trying to make sure that doesn't happen to the next generation, so that over time we have a stable volunteer pool. And that's only going to mean that the social media programs have to become more valuable because that's what kids are using. They don't even my daughter, she's 15, and we get this Sunday paper. I read all the other news online, and she's like, I told her to pull out an ad yesterday, and she never dug through a Sunday paper before.
Oh, that's like my 6-year-old son wanting to, somebody said something about an album, or where is that picture? Show me on your phone. Oh, it's not. It's in an album I have. What's an album? And oh, well, I want to see that. And where are those pictures of you in Australia when you were in college? They're in the attic. Where? Why? In your phone? Your phone's in the attic? No, the album is in the attic.
Friends just came out on Netflix, and so they've been watching a lot of Friends, and it's really the inner relationships are really still very true, but their technology, it's answering machines and have to get home and listen for the beep, and it's a much different generation. So to coordinate with what Habitat International is using too, I think we're going to have to become more active in social media and respond to what younger generations are looking to. And this is just exactly that bubble that I was talking about. You can see the 18 to 29 as these folks age, they become 30 to 49 or 50 and older. That the internet, social media is also going to grow even above the 72%. So, and I think too, as you are planning your social media campaign, think about your demographics. Think about who who you are trying to get involved or active, and that's either in Restore, volunteer, or donors, and then use that to plan your social media campaign. So tie it in. I think that's the mistake a lot of people make, is that they say, I want to get young people involved, but then they don't. They advertise in the newspaper, or they want to reach out to older folks, and maybe Twitter or Snapchat's not the place to do that. So think about how your whole totality of who you're trying to draw into your campaign. And this is, again, how the fall of dailies in radio versus Internet. Internet's been on a much, much steeper incline, and this is paid. This is paid advertising. It doesn't even, if it was the free advertising that Twitter and Facebook can do, then my guess is that little black internet line will be shooting through the roof.
Right.
So where are Habitats using social media? You hit them all. The only one I think people in Habitat World forget to check is Yelp down here. Mm-hmm. So that's one to keep an eye on as well. Let's see. This is just pulled some samples for some different ways that Habitats are using social media. This is the Livingston County Facebook page, and that just looks awesome. And everybody's.
I think we're on a delay. I'm not seeing which slide should we see?
It's the Facebook page for.
Where
sample.
are Habitats using social media? Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest, Yelp.
Yeah,
okay.
It's the next one after that one. So there it goes. Is that better?
Nope, hasn't switched yet.
Well, we have had some internet problems in our office, so that's possibly it.
Oh, we've had that since before Christmas. I think we finally got it.
I started at Christmas too. You don't have Verizon, do you?
We do. Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
They keep telling me it's fine, and I keep telling them it's really not.
Okay, I think you were on the page.
Oh, was that? Okay.
Let me went back off.
All right. Well, that was me doing it to check my internet connection. Is that it? Do you see the Facebook
now
page?
I see. Why Restore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So that's the Livingston County, and I just thought it looked, it grabs your attention.
Yeah.
The Golden Crescent is Victoria, Texas. They have a Facebook page, and they can always they're able to track their sales based on their Facebook post, and that's another way to track the effectiveness of your social media campaigns. If you put out a coupon, do people come in? Or if you say this great item just came in, does it drive traffic to the store? So it's different than normal marketing, but at the same time, you can often use the same sort of metrics to see if your social marketing is working. Facebook, it's good for personalizing content, networking, interacting directly with customers and donors. We'll get into an idea that I think would be really great to engage your board members and your volunteers and drive donations. So do you do very much with development work, or?
That's resource development.
Yeah. And I guess the Restore would be a different department. Is that correct? Do they have their own Facebook page?
No, we have it all under. Okay, so let me just ask you this. We have a Facebook page for Habitat. It is set up. I'm just wondering if it's set up in the best way. It is set up as a page under somebody. Like, we opened the account under Debbie, and then the page is a page under that account for our Facebook page.
Yeah,
so is that accurate? Like, you can't actually have the account be Habitat?
Yeah, because it has to be. It's a weird thing with Facebook, but yes, that's exactly right. Now you can have more than one admin person And for best practices, I would say that you need more than one admin person.
So
right
now it's set up as Debbie at, what am I trying to say? Hold on. I'm trying to go back to the actual, that's not what I want. Okay, why is it not coming up?
And I just pulled up our Facebook page, which is loading, and of course it's on my home screen, which is somebody taking their bra off. So that's funny.
Somebody doing what?
Oh, I was going to pull up our Facebook page, but it has to go through my personal account, and somebody posted. We'll just maybe not share this.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so
when I log in, I log in under Debbie H., our executive director at williamsonhabitat.org. So that's the profile, and then there's the actual page is where we manage our Facebook page for our affiliate.
So if you go under your page, which is correct. There was for a while you could have groups or pages, and it went back and forth. But pages are what you need. But if you go to settings.
I think we changed this to myself. Okay, I'm under the settings.
And there should be page roles, I believe.
Oh, page roles, yes, I see that.
Yeah, and you might get there faster than me since I seem to be going a little bit slow. Oops.
It says Debbie at Habitat admin. Debbie can manage all aspects of the page, including sending, mentioning, posting,
So that's where you would add you.
Another person. Okay.
Yeah. And I do think that that's a really good idea to add another person, and especially I know you're not an all-volunteer affiliate, but to have more than one person is important. It's just best practices to be able to do that. So.
Okay. So where I guess we get confused is I get all the notifications that come through on our page, but I also get notifications for the profile or the account. I don't know which one you call it. So I'm constantly there's all these people that are friends with Debbie, as in Debbie, the account holder.
Yeah.
So I'm getting, Joe today posted a picture of he and his family. I'm like,
right. You don't want that.
I don't need to know all that. So because you can't have friends of your page, you can only have likes, right?
Right. I mean, they like your page, right?
Yes.
And you should get notifications for your page, but you shouldn't get notifications for Debbie. So, but if you do that page roll and add you personally, then that should take care of that and stop logging in with Debbie's account.
So I would be able to log in.
Yeah, you would do it under your own personal Facebook page.
Log in under my own personal page, and I can manage it from my own personal page.
Yes.
But nothing from my personal page is going to feed into.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think there's some settings with the email that she set up so that I could start getting the notifications and the trends and what's happening on our page. They're all coming to me, but that's including everything, related to the account.
Yeah, so and this will be exactly under this page role. So I would pick you as an administrator or pick whatever is appropriate. But you can see the different from my screen on the PowerPoint presentation. You can see.
Okay, I'm back on sorry, I was looking at the other one.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Okay.
So and type in your name, type in your email, and then set through Debbie's set your admin role. Or whichever one of these is most appropriate to you. I would probably go with admin since that's practically what you are right now.
Yeah.
And then print save, and then or not print save, hit save, and then from then on you won't have to log into Debbie's account at all. And it'll be just like so. Here's my home screen. This is my personal Facebook page right there, and then on the right, where that little scroll thing is. Yeah, we've had a lot of trouble with Verizon lately. So yeah, so it's right there, and the insights come right there. How many engagements we've had.
But I can change the notifications though, because somewhere it's set to send the email to my my work email about every communication that's happening.
Yeah, you should. I guess before you. Yeah, and that's probably under Debbie's personal page, not under it. I don't think that would be under the Habitat page. I think that would be under her personal page, and since you log on, that's where you get it. But when you do it, you'll set it up for yourself.
Okay, we can play around with that too. Okay.
So let's go back to so, and I would also say to have your Restore folks and your affiliate have different target audiences, and they really need different Facebook pages.
Okay, so you're suggesting having a page for the affiliate and then a separate page for the Restore.
Correct. Correct. And of course, people can like both, but there's a big difference in the end user or the target audience for a Restore versus your affiliate. I mean, would you agree with that in your case as well?
Yes. I was just going to say the only thing right now, just because as I'm catching up on everything here, is that right now just getting used to this and what do I post and what's coming up with things that I'm going to set to go out for the week. What is the message going to be this week? Part of that is whatever the Restore special is going on there, which honestly is as I'm trying to learn this and kind of figure out, what I want to be putting on the affiliate page, it helps me fill in that gap. I'm like, well, on Wednesday I know I can put that because we're having that going on. So now if I'm managing two different pages, I've got to come up with, the data to put on both.
Yeah, and it's not that there can't be any overlap, but if you're really targeting some awareness campaign or donor campaign, I'm not sure that specials on Syncs is the message that they need to be hearing. And that's not to say, hey, don't. Occasionally, if you have a gap on one page, to say, hey, don't forget, follow us on the Restore page to learn all about the specials. And I know, and that's another post. It's not, and there's nothing wrong with a post like that. It's just like, it's just fine to do that. So, but you don't want to. I think you need to be really careful about not mixing. Not to not mix them, but to realize who you're trying to reach, and be really clear about who you're trying to reach. So, does that make sense? And of course, let's see. We'll get into some kind of general guidelines about how often you should post or tweet towards the end of the presentation. So Golden Crescent, though, really good. Restore, how they've been able to show that they've driven sales based on posts for their Restore page. And then we'll also talk about, in a little bit, I'll show you the most successful campaign. Now, we don't have a lot of followers because we have this Habitat Texas, because we have a very, very limited, we serve affiliates, so that's 83 affiliates in the state. So we don't have a huge market, but it's the same thing. Who are we trying to target with our posts? Is it the affiliate leaders? Is it people who work for affiliates, or is it the broader community where we can talk about Habitat and then say go find your local affiliate? So it's a little bit of a weird thing as well, but I will show you one of the most effective campaigns that we've ever had that was around our World Habitat Day. And I know y'all did some World Habitat Day work in Williamson County that worked as well, or worked well. So the other thing is to make sure you complete your profiles. A lot of people just still have, this is a Habitat International's
Are you on another page?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm still in the Y restore with Livingston.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go, right? But the same thing with the Facebook or Twitter.
The profile summary. Okay.
Yeah. That's Twitter. That's a Habitat International's Twitter feed. But a lot of folks just don't quite get around to completing their pictures or their logo or the hours of operation or the about for the Facebook page, and do that. It doesn't take very long. So let's see. Also with Facebook and Twitter, they have built-in engagement tools where you can track, and those are, I think, really helpful to use. Nobody else on social media really is as good as Twitter and Facebook for helping you get the measurements and behind it. So, any questions? Y'all, do you tweet very much, or is that
okay? I'm so dummy when it comes to that. Okay, so everything I'm doing is through Hootsuite. So I use that to put out the messages, and I always select Facebook and Twitter every time I send anything out. But I'm like so embarrassed to even say this. I don't really get how to send a tweet. And the other issue is that I cannot seem to get logged in from whoever was the previous admin person for our Twitter account. Like I went to our Twitter page right now just to see it as a public person. I have no idea how to log in, and I just need to figure this out through Twitter as the admin. Unfortunately, when the turnover here happened, I think there's a loss of who is, whose email, what's the password, all that good stuff to get for the account.
Yeah, and that's it's not a thing. I guess it's a good thing and a bad thing about Twitter. So with Facebook, you can have multiple admins, and especially when it's hard to manage, and you're not the only one that said so-and-so left and took all the passwords with them. It's a big problem, and that's something that really you just kind of have to take care of internally. If you set up a fictitious person who has the Facebook page and the Twitter page, and it's not tied through you or through Debbie or anybody else like that. It's just and more the passwords are kept on site in a vault, or they don't change. But you still get into trust issues about if somebody gets fired and they change all the passwords. There's not a whole lot you can do about that. But with Facebook, at least you can have different admins to work with that. But Twitter, it is just something you create. So
yeah, I mean, we have this page, but I haven't been able to change. Like, there's no picture or anything because I can't get in to change anything.
And do you know who had do you know what email it was set up under?
I thought I did, but then, and I have to admit, this was like 3 weeks ago or right before the holiday, I was starting to send emails to Twitter saying I need to reset this, and then I kind of just got it lost in translation. So I need to kind of go back and look at it. So I know I have this page, but I'm not managing it in any way or changing anything on it, or like you said, the profile is the same as it was, I think, when it was created. So, and I can see on here where publicly the tweets that are on here, or the messages that are put on here that I put through the Hootsuite account.
Oh.
Well, what I don't know how to do is I don't know how to tweet using, let's see, do you have the Twitter page up on yours? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, the hashtagging.
So let's tweet. We're going to tweet right now.
So would I do it through my Hootsuite account, or would I go to, once I get access, I don't have access to the Twitter admin page, I can't really do it?
Well, we have, so I like Hootsuite for scheduled things, but sometimes, it's worse with, sometimes you can retweet like news stories and things like that, but you can't tag anybody with them. And we're going to talk about Hootsuite in a little bit, and I think you can at least tag somebody, right? So if I can go to Williamson County, there's Williamson County Habitat for Humanity. webinar today. So
I don't think that's us, though. I think that's the other.
That's the other one? Habitat Williamson.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Habitat Wilco.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's the other thing is there you are. So you know about the @signs, you know about the hashtags, right?
Yeah, I just don't know how to use them. I've never tweeted like this. Let me just say that.
Okay. So, of course, when I do the @sign, that's going to notify you that somebody's tweeted directly to you. Okay. And if it'll show up on your page that I've tweeted to you. That's just more like a tag in Facebook. Okay. So thanks for coming to our learning webinar today. The hashtag is a searchable item. So I'm just going to tweet that, and then eventually I will tweet that. Really, Verizon, I mean probably 6 hours.
Don't worry, I feel your pain. When we've had days where we were just coming to work and we're like, we can't even work today. There's no service whatsoever.
That's exactly right. So then from Twitter, you can go to Discover up here. I hope you can see that.
Not yet. Your cursor hasn't moved. But okay, now where did you go? I'm sorry.
Up at the top, in the learning bar, it says
Discover. Okay.
Discover. So eventually, I'll be able to click right there, and I can do the hashtag learning. Click, and see who else is talking about learning today. Now that's really handy for a development person if you have an active, especially around the university or something like that, if you can have an active base of followers. Maybe you're having a big event, maybe you're having a run or walk, and you can tag it with that hashtag. You can make whatever you want and ask everybody that comes to your event to use that hashtag. And it's just a way to try to build some buzz around what you're doing. So here's results for hashtag learning. There's just not a whole lot. It's random because it's just something I did this morning. But if it was around what are some of your major events that you might have in Williamson County? Do you have like a run or a gala?
Yeah, there was just one, Turkey Trot.
Yeah, so you might do a hashtag Turkey Trot 2015, and then really push that. Of course, you have to let people know that that's what you want them to tweet around. But it does help drive.
So you're either creating the hashtag and it's something new and stuff is going to go underneath it because you're telling people to talk about it, right?
Right.
Or it's one that's already existed, like hashtag Giving Tuesday.
That's exactly right. So people might do a search for hashtag Giving Tuesday Williamson County, and then you should pop up.
And it's all, okay, so you'd want to attach it all to that, so not just hashtag Giving Tuesday, but Williamson County.
I do too, hashtag Giving Tuesday, hashtag Williamson County.
Okay.
Because hashtag Giving Tuesday Williamson County is one, that's a little bit, and you could see on my page right now whoever Patrick Strother was. I just went to the next one. He had hashtag Achievement Gap, hashtag learning. So you can have as many hashtags as you want. Okay. Can you see his page, Patrick?
Not yet, no.
No. And this one says promoted by Patrick Strother, and that's a whole different way you can like ads in Facebook.
Right, so it says learning dreams, right? Am I looking at the right thing? Learning Dreams model continues to build culture of learning. Okay.
That's right. So you can see where he has hashtag Achievement Gap, hashtag Education. So you would have hashtag Giving Tuesday, hashtag Williamson County. you could do hashtag. I've seen hashtag habitat. There's a lot of different ways to do that, and I guess the hashtag I saw in the news lately, let's look it up, is hashtag Black Lives Matter, and that was based on the Ferguson police shooting. So Black Lives Matter became a big hashtag that got into, there's a Discover thing or trending trending hashtag. So that's how that got to be trending, is it just caught on and people started to repost it. Another one I see a lot is hashtag First World Problems. Have you seen that one? And that's like, my coffee is not hot enough. That's clearly a first world problem. So I can't type. But those are just kind of some fun. Well, Black Lives Matter is not fun, but first world problems is kind of a fun little hashtag.
So do you think it's best just to go into direct to our Twitter account and be doing that?
Sometimes. I think there's so much. I do think that people should use Hootsuite just to make their lives better, but not to only use Hootsuite, because there's some kind of organic, hey, this is a great picture, or this thing just came in to the Restore. Let's post it right now and see if we can get it sold. So there's some different, of course I can't spell problems, so that's why there's not any results for first world problems. But
that's
but I
see it anyway.
Yeah, I do think I think Hootsuite is a really valuable tool, and you should definitely use Hootsuite. I don't think it should be exclusive.
Okay. So whenever I finally get logged into our Twitter account, what I'm looking at on yours right now, that's what it should look like, right?
Right. The other thing with Twitter is you can link it to your Facebook account directly, so you don't have to use Hootsuite.
Okay, what does that mean?
So let's go to, if you can see my Twitter account, I'm going to go to Settings, which is the little, you can't see it, right?
I don't think so, no.
So in the top right, you can see maybe the search Twitter field, and then there's the logo to the right of that. So that's the account. Okay. And eventually it's going to catch up, I guess, for you. But if you click on that, you can go to the settings page, and one of these, let me click on apps and let me click on widgets, but it will allow you to, when you tweet things, it goes and posts on your Facebook page.
Okay.
Let's see. So it's not widgets. We have a widget on our website that automatically we post on Twitter, and it goes to Facebook, and it goes to our website. So that just helps. Let's see. So it's under apps. You can see there's different places, different things you can set up. Let me see if that's where Facebook is. These are the apps that can access your Twitter location, and then Facebook Connect is one of the apps that we have. Okay. And you can see, post on my Facebook page, Habitat for Humanity, Texas. It just went away. I don't know why. I don't know if you can see it yet. But that's how you get that to set up to automatically, and you could see, well, I don't know if you can see, but you should be able to see.
Okay, I see Facebook Connect.
Yes, so that's what. That's where you set it up that goes from Twitter to automatically to Facebook.
Okay.
And it was.
Okay.
I was thinking about making T-shirts for Verizon that have like, I don't know, a really angry emoticon or something. I don't know. But you can see all the different things that have access to my Twitter account. And I haven't looked at, I've looked at your website before, but make sure that there's a way that'll upload your Facebook account and your Twitter feed to your Facebook. The other thing to know is when you do search engines for Google, that if you have a lot of new content on your website, fresh content, often that'll make it more likely to be closer to the top of the search engine results.
Okay.
So I'm having a timeout error for Facebook, but that's going to be because of Verizon.
Mhm. Okay.
So that'll sort of make you crazy a little bit. Does that answer some of your
so
Twitter questions?
when I go to the Facebook Connect, is it just, since I couldn't see it, is it just a matter of clicking on a tab that says Connect?
Yeah. So, and it just came back up, so we'll wait a second and see if it pops up on your screen.
I see where it says Facebook Connect and it says Connect to Facebook.
Yeah, it just got back onto. It should. It just refreshed, so let's see if it gets better. But it has under Facebook Connect, it'll say allow Twitter to, and you can check boxes off.
I see it right now. Okay, allow Twitter to post to my Facebook page, post to my Facebook profile. Okay.
So the Facebook profile is your personal page, which you probably don't want.
Right. Okay.
And then I used to be an admin person for another nonprofit I was working with, but thank goodness I think I got off of that committee. So does that mean and post retweets? I would say don't post retweets. A retweet's a really great way to keep your Twitter numbers up. If you like what somebody said, just retweet it. But you don't want an answer to someone on Twitter to go on your Facebook page. It'll be odd. So.
So really, okay. So I would go. I have something in particular I want to say. Make my statement. Hashtag. Whatever. Put that on Twitter. It's going to go ahead and post that to Facebook. Can you put photos on Twitter?
Yeah. Yep. Sure. So let's go back to home.
I'm so glad it's just me and you on the phone.
Yeah.
I can ask all the dummy questions.
No, everybody has to learn. So let's go to where should we go? Let's go to my tweets. And so I have a Twitter app on my phone, and maybe a couple months ago, it's probably a year ago by now, because that's how I remember things now. But there's a, I don't know if you can see that yet, but it's a picture of the full moon over the Capitol. So I was at church one Sunday, and we sang Amazing Grace, and it was in Cherokee. A friend of mine's Cherokee, so I took a picture of the song out of the hymn book and posted it. I mean, you could do all sorts of wherever you are, and that's just from your phone. So it's a great way to supplement what you're doing on Hootsuite.
Well, I was going to say that was one of the things we were talking about, like out at the work site, putting up information, over by where they check for safety and rule, all that stuff, and having kind of a hashtag or whatever, so that, during lunch, if they wanted to take pictures, they would, from their mobile device at that time anyway, do exactly that.
Yeah. And that would be, maybe that's when you do a hashtag, the hashtag Parham family, so that everybody on the build site that day can find each other and find the pictures that the other people on the build site posted. I mean, that can be really fun.
So do you, I was just looking. Okay, I was gonna say I was looking at one of the other affiliates, and they had like the hashtag of, at their, or not hashtag, I'm sorry, at their affiliate one, their account, and then also at the others. But no. I see it now. Okay, I get it.
You did?
Yeah, but if I was on the account on the computer,
Mm-hmm.
not working on the mobile device, and I'm at the account just at my desktop, would I, if I just wanted to put up a particular picture of something?
Yeah, you could. So let's go to, there's to the search Twitter box at the top, and then the next button is our icon, and then the next button is tweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And compose new tweet pops up. I don't know if you can see that yet. But there's a button that says add photo.
Okay.
And it's just like you would upload any photo. Let's see if there's a good photo I can tweet. We'll just, it does, I think, take away the number of characters. Of course, with Twitter, you only have 140 characters. So you'll have to. The other thing when you're posting, when you're tweeting, you should just be aware that if your tweets are too long, people can't retweet them.
Okay.
So
and most all of mine are.
Yeah, we'll try to just think if it's something that'll be really that people might want to retweet. Just try to keep it a little bit shorter. There's also RT is a retweet, so you never take credit for somebody else's tweet. People get cranky about that, or somebody else's material. So do an RT for retweet. You can do.
I'm so glad you said that, because there was something. I think it was on Habitat International, and I was like, oh, and I wanted to do exactly that, but I was like, I don't know, how do I give credit to that? So what do you do?
So you just let's see. We'll go to my home page. You do RT, which stands for the retweet. RT colon. Let's see. The very top one is NPR News. Pope Francis says Catholics don't need to breed like rabbits. So here's the second one is Houston Chronicle. Can you see that one?
No, I'm sorry, I was going to tell you I'm on a gray screen.
Let's see. Resume. Oh, maybe I did something.
Okay, now. Nope. Okay. Okay, yeah, I got NPR News. And then
okay, so I'm not going to retweet that one, but the Houston Chronicle one is a good one to retweet. So you just press the retweet button.
Okay.
You can add something to it. You can just retweet it like that, and it'll automatically say retweet. So you don't have to worry about that. But you can do a reply if you wanted to address them directly. Let's not do that one. There was some embed tweet. Let's do. You can change it. So you can do. I did the retweet button, and it should just automatically be retweeted if you just click the retweet button. But you can also do. Come on, Brazin. Well, you should be able to type in retweet on that, the RT. You can also, like if somebody makes a tweet too long so you can't retweet it without going over the character limit, then you do MT, which is modified tweet, and then kind of edit it a little bit. Don't edit it for substance, but if somebody put a spelled out and you put an ampersand to get it down to below the 140 characters, then that's the kind of thing you could do for the modified tweet. But yeah, you should. So if I've scrolled down a little bit and it says Austin Habitat retweeted Foundation Center. You see that one?
Yes.
So it does show that it's retweeted. So you don't have to worry unless you change it.
So if you're, okay, so if I go to Austin Habitat's Twitter page and I see something I like on there.
Yeah, you just press the retweet button.
Okay, where's, let me see, Austin, where's the retweet button?
So let's, details. So once you click on the tweet you like, it's this little square button.
Okay.
So I just retweeted there looking for development intern.
Okay.
And you can, it says reply to, you can, it's just like a conversation. You can have, it'll be almost like a bullet point. It'll be underneath this tweet if you do the reply button. If you just want to talk to them, then use that tweet button and do the @Austin Habitat and say whatever you want to say to them if it's not related to the development intern job.
So you don't have to do anything. You just hit retweet if you just want to retweet exactly what they were talking about. Just...
Right. Okay. If for some reason you need to, you can answer it that way. You can, but if you need to, for whatever reason, shorten it a little bit, just be sure to put the MT for modified tweet.
Where do you? Okay.
Let's see. You can. Let's go. Let me go back. My connection is slow. Oh, you can also see how Austin Habitat did the hashtag job, which is a really popular hashtag. So retweet. You see, okay, I just did a retweet for, just randomly clicked on Meeting Burner. The RT is the retweet from their forward, but Meeting Burner wrote in NapTime ? So take time to rest, lessons in learning to linger. And then Meeting Burner thought, hey, that's funny, nap time ?
Okay, so should they have modified?
Well, they probably didn't modify, no, because if they didn't modify it, if they just did it exactly the way Jason Hoke did it, it's just a retweet.
Okay, so you can put something in front of your retweet message if you're like saying, hey, check this out, or
yeah, that's exactly right. So,
okay, I was confused. Okay.
That's how you get the kind of conversation. That's when it gets to be really fun.
Okay.
So it looks on this, the anatomy of a tweet. So Matt Monge did the original post, Lessons in Learning to Linger. There's a link to an article probably or a blog, and it came via Sean Murphy. So he liked that one and retweeted it. Jason liked what Matt said and retweeted it.
Got it.
Meeting Burner liked it and said, hey, nap time.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's enough to get me started. As soon as I can ever get into the account, and I can actually do more.
I just wonder if you knew what, you could do a password. I forgot my password. If you know what email they would send your password to.
But is the Twitter account set up as?
It's
does
standalone.
It have to go through somebody's personal account?
No, it's completely standalone.
See, I'm afraid that it might have been set up as somebody's
personal email.
Something.
Well, do you have a good relationship with that person?
No, I mean, I don't know previous to when I was here. I need to go back and talk to Debbie because she's got a lot of, we have the master list of passwords and stuff like that, but I really think there was a little bit of crossover confusion with the last person, so, yeah. I can definitely get that figured out because I haven't been doing anything, like I said, direct on our Twitter page like you're doing right now. I've just been putting in messages on Hootsuite that are no hashtag, no anything. I keep them under character so that they will get fully posted to our Twitter page. I don't know if you can see ours.
I'll look at Habitat Wilco.
Yes.
Okay. So 4 hours ago, yeah, I could see 508 South Doak, Taylor
Right.
Construction, and it's got a link. Let me see what happens when I do. Oh, and that link goes to Pinterest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure if I'm using Pinterest right. I just went in and started kind of following some of the boards that were already set up. So I've created a board for like our construction sites. Every time that I put pictures up, I put it there and then send the link.
You know, I would say that maybe Flickr is a better place to do that.
Flickr, okay.
If it's spelled like Flickr, except without the ER, just R.
Yeah.
So, and let me show you, because Pinterest is really about having bulletin boards and getting people to want to share with each other. You know, Pinterest would be great for restores.
Yeah.
With Flickr, let me, that should be on my screen now.
Sorry. I need to move still on mine. Okay. I see it.
So let's do the best. Here's my group is Habitat. Now, Flickr does have to go through personal, like Facebook.
Okay.
So there's no admin on. There's no admin class. So you can see Flickr is more about, this is our convention from 2 years ago.
Okay.
Let me show you the best Flickr page for Habitat is Austin.
Okay.
And they have just thousands of photos. And that really is more about being able to see what pictures were taken, and you can just kind of upload everything on Flickr. It's not so much of a conversation, although there's some conversation. You can pick on I'm going to click on that first picture, the color run. I'm hoping you can see it.
Yes, I see it. Yes.
Okay. So you can see, there's some comments down there. But it's not nearly as conversational. It's really where you can say, hey, you want to see all the houses, see all the friends that you made. We're going to upload them to Flickr. And they can download the photos really pretty easily from this down here button.
Okay.
And you can have it where anybody can download it. If it's copyright protected, you can put all of the information, how you want to set up your page. If anybody can share the photos, and it's just kind of a more, that might be a better place to share photos like that. Pinterest, now I think Pinterest would be great for resource, because you can say, hey, when you, if you're doing especially the DIY kind of folks, or the home bloggers,
right.
If they're doing a craft project with something they got at the Restore and they're posting on Pinterest, look, I got this great table from Habitat Restore. Look what I did with it. Here's a before and after picture. That's great for Pinterest.
Okay.
So,
what's the difference between Flickr and Instagram?
I know very little about Instagram. So
I was just asked, since you said it was one of those trending ones.
I know. I got to learn it.
Oh, no problem. No. Trust me, I'm way. Let me take my time. Let me just start with Flickr.
Yeah. And I think I don't really know, except maybe it's there's an app for it. It's really easy to. I dug around in it maybe a couple of years ago, but I didn't see a big
my
need at the moment.
use of it was on my own on the app. Like personally, they had more filters for prettying up the photo.
Yeah, and probably it's easier to do it, mobile.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Okay. No worries. No, I'll start with the Flickr and.
Okay. So back to Twitter. Let's see if there are any other Twitter questions before we move on.
I think that might be it for now.
Okay. LinkedIn. You mentioned LinkedIn for. So LinkedIn is basically Facebook, but Office Facebook.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't have to post as much, but it's for LinkedIn. It's really important to reply when people post. You get your search engine results. You're more likely to get popped up when in people's feed if you're posting and people are posting to you. So, and it's kind of a lot more detailed about finishing your profile. I've got Dallas popped up on the screen. I hope. Wait. No, I didn't. Hold on. Yeah, I will do that though. Where'd it go? Okay. So Dallas is their LinkedIn page. Under interests is company or group. And I'm actually gonna we'll go look at our LinkedIn page. And then personally, you should have your personal LinkedIn page as well. So Giovanni, I've got Giovanni, his personal page up there. You should endorse people because that helps you be more popular too.
Is the LinkedIn account for Dallas, is it under somebody's personal?
No, so it is the same as Facebook, where somebody sets it up and then you assign admin roles.
Okay.
Maybe you can, let's see. So maybe you can see under the title bar there's interest, and that's where companies and groups are. So companies is your public profile. That's where. Let's see. We have a company page and we have a bunch of group pages, and I'll tell you about the group pages in a second. But or do you want to more specifically know about setting it up through your own personal page or with different admins, like we talked about Facebook? Do you have a specific question about that, or how do you set it up? That's what I'm asking. Is that what you're?
I think it's another one that it's kind of like Twitter. It hasn't been
dug around.
Yeah. Let me see where. I'll look at it real quick.
So we can let's go to the back end of, here's Manage My Page, Habitat for Humanity, Texas. And again, this is our company page. So we post jobs from around the state on our company page.
Okay.
That's really what we mostly use it for. So let's go to, it has analytics. Here's the edit button. Edit page, add jobs, sponsor your updates. You can pay to have them promoted just like Facebook. Let's see, let's do edit page. So this is this is just as basic as it can get, right? Here's the designated admins. You must be connected to a member to include them as an admin. So that's how you set up the company page and then get different admins.
I'm going to ours just to see where we're at. See, it lists my name when I go to account and settings. It lists my name here. I don't think I'm logged in. Profile?
Are you under your name or?
Okay, no. So when I go to edit profile, it's taking it to my personal LinkedIn account.
Okay, so go to in that same title bar, go to interests and then companies.
Interest, companies, okay.
And that's where on the right-hand side of my page, it says Manager Page, and it's got Habitat for Humanity Texas listed.
Yeah, mine says Create a Company Page.
Okay, so that means you personally aren't an admin for the Williamson County LinkedIn company page.
Okay.
And really, You kind of, I don't know that, I haven't seen any habitat that really takes advantage of their company page. It doesn't seem, LinkedIn is where businesses market to other businesses.
Okay.
So, you can ask yourself if you really need to spend a lot of time. We have a company page almost exclusively because we post jobs from around the state, and it's about business, right? It's business to business. So if that's not something that I would have one for you personally for sure. And I don't know that I would spend a lot of time on one for trying to keep up with the LinkedIn page, and unless it fits in with your larger. I'm not going to tell you what your goals are.
Sure, I understand. Well, if you go to so the LinkedIn page that you're on right now, is that your personal LinkedIn?
The one that says companies?
It
should say companies.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, no, this is so I went to interest, I clicked companies, and this is all the companies that I am following.
You personally?
Me personally, right. And then on the right-hand side it says manager page. So if I want to go to Habitat Texas's company page, then I have to click right there.
Because you're an admin of the page.
I'm an admin of the page.
So what I need to figure out is how do I get to be an admin of the page?
Right. Whoever set it up should be able to. First, you have to follow it, and then whoever set it up can make you an admin. So if you should be able to, you should be on my company page, and it needs a. This is what I see. What the other people who join it should see. It should start with this woman in her hard hat.
Yeah.
So you're seeing the back end what I see, but that's.
Right. But that's what they're seeing.
Right. So, and it'd be under followings on the right. There's a button, pull down menu. It says edit, and this is where somebody can type in designated admins. And that's.
So I got to figure out who set it up. Get logged in, and do something with the admins, just like the Facebook.
Yeah. So, and let me talk to you really quickly about. This is my personal LinkedIn page. So, is your current position? I'm going to just click yes because stop. Okay. So let's go to interest, companies. You see the company page, and then groups. Yes. And groups is much more conversational. Now you can see how many groups we have at Habitat Texas.
Okay.
But we have these for a specific reason. So with groups, you can make them open groups, closed groups, secretive groups. The difference between if it's a secret group and somebody does a search, it won't pop up at all. If it's a closed group, they can do a search. Your name will pop up, and then they have to ask to join.
Okay. And
the reason we have closed groups, we have the public company page, but we have the closed groups is so that I can have this Habitat for Humanity Texas Development Officers. So only 7 members. I've been trying to get a little bit more involvement with the LinkedIn. It hasn't, when people use it, they like it. But getting people to remember and use it has been a little bit of a challenge. But I can, that's just for your counterparts, for development colleagues around the state.
Okay.
So tell me what your, Nicole, what's your, I don't know.
Vomero.
Do you have is your LinkedIn account set up under your personal email address? Do you know?
My own personal LinkedIn?
Yeah. Do you have a personal LinkedIn?
Yes. What is it set up under?
You and I aren't connections on LinkedIn yet, so I can't just type in your name. But
How do I see where it's at? It's oh no, it's under my personal, and L Vomero at gmail.com.
How do you spell Vomero?
V-O.
V-O.
M-M-A-R-O.
At gmail.com?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to send you an invitation, and if you accept that invitation, then you'll automatically be in the Habitat Texas Development Officers group.
Okay.
And that just lets you, so let's go to the discussions page. If you're in here, you can say, somebody asked me, does anyone here use GiftWorks?
Okay.
So questions like that. I mean, you can post that to the general group and have not everybody in the world be able to see what your question is. I mean, that said, it's still the internet, so I wouldn't assume that it's, you should talk about somebody's mother there, but you get the point. It's just a place where you can privately talk and ask questions and engage in your counterparts around the state. So think about joining that, because eventually, once people kind of get used to that tool, I think it'll be helpful.
All right. Well, I think I got. Well, where did it go? Didn't you just invited me, right?
Yeah, it might take a while.
Yeah. Well, I have it as a message. Okay.
Oh. And
I'd like to invite you to join my group. Okay, join group. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's LinkedIn. It just, I don't know. You just have. I think you need to decide if LinkedIn is what you want for your. I mean, don't spend time on it just because it's available. It's kind of crazy.
I just need to get better at the other two first, and, or I should say three, because I'll use the Flickr instead of the Pinterest.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times I'm just posting the photos, just quickly, just putting them up on Facebook, just to kind of show what we did yesterday.
And Flickr has some great tools that they can also. You can get some widgets from your website that'll every time you post on Flickr, it'll automatically go to your website too. Huh. And let me. I should have said with Twitter, and especially with Facebook, it's all about the visual medium, pictures and videos. And with your email marketing, it's about pictures. And Flickr has a great. Let me go back to. Let's see. Flickr has this great tool, advanced search under Flickr. See if you can see it. There. Can you see the Flickr advanced search screen?
Yes.
So you can type in just whatever you're searching for, and then scroll to the bottom. Only search Creative Commons. Find content to use commercially. So it's a great source for pictures for your newsletter, maybe that.
Okay.
And of course, these are awesome pictures, and there's some. It doesn't mean you can use these in your newsletters. Some of them you can alter, some you can't alter, and it'll all say when you click on it, it'll say some rights reserved. You have to give photo credit, things like that. But it's a great source for free photos that you might want to kind of dress up some of your other work.
Okay.
So
searched. Okay.
Yeah, let's go back to the show. Okay, so we got LinkedIn. We got I don't know, is that a blank page? Maybe so. Pinterest, exactly what I said about it's a good one for restores, I think.
Okay.
How to stain, this is just a screenshot. I did a search for Habitat. How to stain finished wood, how-to tips, kind of things like that. Where I would say if it's always kind of been we don't have a lot of manpower around here, but if we had a habitat for all the resource to post to, it would kind of get big enough where it might make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
My guess is, I don't know this, but my guess is that Pinterest isn't going to be something that would drive a lot of business to your restore.
Yeah.
Because it's just too big. I mean, you know, if you posted really, really awesome DIY pictures, how-to pictures,
Mm-hmm.
you know, somebody in Attica, New York is going to see it and think it's great, and they might go to their restore, but they're not going to drive to yours. So it's just a little bit too global,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But it's good to know about. Yelp, that's just one thing I would look at, just monitor. Maybe not spend a lot of time, but make sure that your reviews are good on Yelp for your restore and for your affiliate.
Okay, can you respond to a Yelp comment? Because we had somebody that we wanted to respond to, and I couldn't figure out how.
You know, I don't know the answer to that. I mean, I think you should definitely respond in whatever way you can, and it might just be posting after that, hey, I saw your comment, call us, we want to make it right, or whatever. But you should definitely respond in a positive way in whatever way you can. I don't know too much about Yelp really, so other than it's very, very popular, and you need to make sure you look good on it. So did you have a negative comment, or?
Yeah. Can you search for us here?
Say that again?
Can you go and search on Yelp for us? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go do that. Let's see. Yelp.com. Let me go to, let me see if I can get it so you can see it. Here we go. All right, so you should be able to see that now, right? So let's do, I guess, nonprofits, organizations. Let's do near Georgetown, Texas. And I guess I can search directly for you, but so let's see how I don't know very much about.
I think it's on the Restore, like if you put Restore and then Georgetown, Texas.
I was doing categories, but maybe I should have. Austin Granite Habitat. So you got 4 stars. That's not bad.
Okay, Austin Granite.
So there's methods of business, and it, you know, it says I can edit it. It says, let's see. Yep. Is this your business? No. Yes. So you should go in there and make sure all that's good. Let's see. You got 3.5 stars, 5 stars. Oh, let's go down. Oh, here it is. Businesses can't pay or alter to remove theirs. So this person, Monica, share review, compliments, and message. You can do all that with that.
All right.
With her. But it doesn't look like, you know, that's from, you've got one review from 2012.
Well, there should have been. That's interesting, because I had one, I started here in September, so there was one more recently since, let's see, October this year. I wonder why it's only showing that.
It says recommended reviews, but, and it says only one review's ever been done, so.
But where you were able to respond?
It says, let me go back. So it says send message. So let's see what happens when you click on that. Sign up. So I can't do it without making an account, and I don't have an account. But you know, so yeah, I think you can send the message to find out what the deal is, and I would actually definitely do that. But you can't alter or remove it. I mean, it says that right there. So I would just start asking people to post on there. And then that'll make it go down. But it doesn't look like you have any problems.
Well, we had, I don't know.
Maybe it was in the maybe it was in Google. Let's look at Google, because that is another place that you need to kind of watch. Let's see. Oops. There we go. Oh, I didn't type in Restore, but so there's Habitat for Williamson County, Georgetown, Texas. Nobody's reviewed, so let's do Restore. First the review. That's the admin office.
Oh, that's Tennessee.
Yeah, I seem to have.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, I bet it does. So that's Georgetown, Texas. Okay. So nobody's reviewed from Google, and that should be let me do takeout. See what happens. Looks like you're okay though. And the Restore is not showing up. So,
okay.
I guess don't complain, huh? Yeah, so I don't, maybe, I don't know why it's not showing up, but, Williamson, sometimes you can maybe just, well, it's not showing up easily.
Have a Restore page?
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, we just have our core website and then a page under that. Is that?
Yeah, well, I see it. I thought, let's see. Yeah, I saw, here's the Restore right there, if you can see that. So, but it's still not showing up as anything bad, so.
Okay.
That's good. I'm looking at your website right now. It's good that you got your icons there that are popping up. That's great. And you can add widgets and to show a little, a little sidebar or something like that where it says latest tweets or.
And do that through our website developer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just and I don't, like I said, I wouldn't spend a lot of time on the Yelp or anything like that. I would just let's see how we can. There it goes. I'm trying to go back to let you see the show. Page down. YouTube. Same with YouTube. We have a YouTube account, and it really supplements some of our other campaigns. So I was going to show you this guy right here. Can you see him?
Yep.
We did a Home Is campaign, and it was by far the most watched thing we've ever done. And we use YouTube to upload. We did a bunch of us did videos with our phones, so not anything technical. And we said, tell us what home is to you. And we posted it on Facebook, and it was part of our World Habitat Day. So this guy right here.
On your Facebook page, you made the statement, tell us what home is.
Yeah, well, we just walked around. So we walked around to whatever meeting we were going to and said, hey, tell us what home is, and pull out our phones. They said, home to me is XYZ, and around World Habitat Day, every day we posted a couple of those about what home is. So to me, for a development thing, I really wanted to, I'm hoping somebody tries this, and I think it would work really well. Knowing how well it worked with the World Habitat Day, imagine if you went to a board meeting and you had little tiny clips of your board members, posted them on Facebook, uploaded them to YouTube, but posted them on Facebook and said, hey, Barry Brown, great board member, tag him in it so that his friends see. And then at the end of all the videos say to donate, go to williamswilco.habitat.org/give, whatever. But see if that starts. You'll have to. That can be part of your social media plan, is to see what different videos look like, how you could do it really quickly, really easily, kind of on the fly, but always link back on your Facebook page to the give button. And then people, your board member who doesn't want to talk to anybody about giving money can share that on their page.
So shooting little clips of your board members, for example, asking them what home means, what home is to them.
Yeah, or why I volunteer. And it could be your board members, it could be on your job sites, just say, hey, this is why I volunteer. And
upload to YouTube, right?
Upload to YouTube, or you can upload directly to Facebook if you want. We just keep them on YouTube because we were doing a bunch of different, we were doing Twitter, we were doing a bunch of different formats and had it in our constant contact page and all that. So that's why they're on YouTube. But you can upload from your phone, just post video, post photo from the Pages app on your phone, and just see if you can make sure you can conclude with a Give Now link or whatever. But get them to share with their friends.
So but I would want to tag the board member in the video, then that's going to put it right on their timeline?
That should put it on their timeline, right. That's right. So especially, I hear executive directors all the time say, I can't get my board engaged. Well, engage for them. If they'll share, if it shows up on their timeline, it's a great way to add content, and it gets to that organic multiplier effect. So now I think this guy right here, I'm going to play him for you. Okay. Let's see. Can you hear it or not?
No, I hear it through here, but it could be I have something on there.
Oh. Well, I think he's so popular because he was somebody walking around downtown Austin, and he kind of looks like a stoner, right? But he was, you click on that, you look at that guy and go, well, that's not what I expect. And he says, his comment is, home is unconditional love. It was a nice one, and that was through Facebook. Here's Susan Duhan. I don't even remember what she said, but she was from my church. But it was just one of the most popular campaigns we had. She says, home to me is family and warmth and good cooking. So, why I volunteer, what home is, things like that, to see if you can, start a campaign and see if it works. See what happens.
I like the board member idea because we do different board meetings. We do some other type of engagement training with them.
Yeah.
So that would be a great opportunity as like one of our next trainings at the board meeting.
Yeah. Well, let me know how. I'm kind of curious how that goes, and think. That's a. You talk about how hard it is to get content. That's a way to just really pepper them throughout, and repost it sometimes. So, and we also, we do videos of our webinars, things like that. So here's how do I post, or how much do I post? A slide. I hope you can see.
I see it.
Facebook 3 times per week. There's a balance between enough to engage and not so much that you annoy.
Right.
And you might think about looking at different posts and Some people, I've read some that Facebook, the times to post are 10 a.m. to 3:04. That seems 10:08. I don't even know where this source was, but 10:08 a.m. to 3:04 p.m. That seems a little bit specific and slightly odd to me. But okay. But most often I've heard that you have to figure out what works best for you. And to try different times of day. People kind of think 8 p.m. to midnight is not a great time to post. And since you're using Hootsuite, at least you don't have to be up at 8 p.m. But post, hey, tomorrow's our big sale at the Restore, don't forget. That would be a great time to post because Twitter universe is quieter at that time, and see if it works. Unfortunately, it's a lot of trial and error about when to post, but the number of times to post does seem to have some science behind it.
Okay.
So, and this has Pinterest on it, and like I said, just figure out if that's a platform that you need. It's a great platform for Southern Living Magazine or World Market. I don't know that it's effective for local small businesses, which would be effectively what your affiliate and what your Restore are. So let's see. Last one, Hootsuite. You already know a lot about Hootsuite, so
you can't share. You can't, from what I gather, like if I'm picking up a story from International that I want to share to my Facebook page, I can only schedule. No, you can't schedule a share on Facebook, and you can't take. And this is where I guess my question is there a way to go in Hootsuite to schedule a shared something you want to share from somewhere else?
Let's go over there and look. Whoops, that's not. Let's go there. Hootsuite. Where's my Hootsuite? All right. I don't know. And that's
I haven't found it.
Yeah, that sometimes feels like that's when those apps on your phone are really handy, because if you don't have any work-home balance, which I actually think you should have, I'm a big preacher on that, but I don't follow it very well. So this is my Hootsuite. There's my wall post. It looks like, so you can retweet. You can retweet.
I'm not seeing that. I'm still on the how do I post.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm glad you can tell me.
There you go.
Okay, so here's Rodney Elsie's a state senator that I follow, so it does have the retweet button. I don't know if you can, let's see if we can reschedule it. Oh, nope, it doesn't let me schedule it. It just lets me retweet. So for Facebook, let's go back. I've got LinkedIn. And, of course, if you upgrade, you get more social media platforms.
Right.
I don't think you can. Let's see. Those wall posts are all me. So I don't know if I have my personal Facebook stream, and then maybe. I don't know.
The post you're looking at is yours, though, right?
The post I'm looking at from Hootsuite is Habitat Texas.
Right. Okay.
Right. So if I'm on there, if I I can't add a stream because I don't have any more room. Although I don't know why I have to. There. Let's see if we add a stream for. Well, I don't know. I'd have to play with that one.
That's okay.
So, but you can at least retweet, but you can't. It doesn't look like you can schedule the retweet.
Okay.
Which seems a little bit annoying. Okay, so let's go back to because we're almost done, I think, with the presentation. Oops.
And I'm looking at the time, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've spent like 2 hours of your time.
Well, I got a conference call at 2, so as long as we're wrapped by 2, I guess we'll be fine. Let's see, I don't think you can see that, right? There we go. I've been
Now we're there. Dallas area habitat.
Okay, so we've already done that page. I don't know why it went backwards, but it did. I'm sure it has something to do with me. There's the recommended posts that we've just looked at, Hootsuite, how to succeed. Content really does matter. Keep it fresh, keep it interesting, change it up some. But you should also have like a voice. If it's think about how an authentic way for you to have a voice in the community. It doesn't have to be your personal voice, but are you a serious organization? Are you kind of quirky? Are you a little bit offbeat? Our voice for Habitat Texas kind of sounds like you'd expect a Texan to sound. I don't shy away from tweeting y'all and darling every now and then. And if it's a gorgeous sunset, then I'll post from my phone. Look at this gorgeous sunset in Texas. My counterparts from Habitat Colorado, they're really, really quirky. They're just fun people. So they have their conference, and it's all about they dress up as superheroes. The whole staff dresses up as Marvel comic book characters. So they're really fun and quirky. Whatever your voice needs to be, just kind of keep it consistent. But be fun, be yourself, and make it. If your organization isn't quirky organization, then don't make that the voice for your social media. Okay. Keep it fresh. Know who your audience is. That gets back to who are you trying to reach. It really is important to know the end result and not just be posting for the sake of posting. So share everything all the time. That's kind of the criticism of young people today, but that's what you got to do on Facebook as well. Follow the guidelines. 20 times is great for Twitter a day, which is, who can do that? 5 times is research has shown is how much you need to post a day to reach the most number of people. A tweet lasts a few minutes. A Facebook post will last the better part of a day. So, and also don't forget to, respond. If somebody, like I mentioned y'all in a Facebook, the tweet today, so favorite it and retweet it, because it makes people, you don't have to fluff my ego on that one, but in general, it makes people feel good. Oh, look, I got retweeted. They're so happy. So it makes you remember it's about a conversation and not just what you can do for me. So and practice gratitude. If somebody follows you on Twitter, then give them a shout out. Hey, I'm so glad that you're following us. But be yourself. Listen. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of if somebody posts something bad about you. First of all, it hardly ever happens, and second of all, address it openly and honestly as you can. And then I think we're just almost done. So, how to know when you've succeeded. If you're looking at sales as the metric that you want to measure, loyalty, you track engagement. That's the what Facebook is posting. Awareness, if you can somehow tie your donations with your board member post, and if they won't get out into the community for development, then get them to just talk about Habitat. And not more than 30 seconds or a minute. You don't want to. Nobody wants to hear longer than that, and it's something that's manageable. It doesn't scare board members. And you can get some pretty good Moody software where at the end you say go to www.willcodehabitat. Give them the address, but always put the address in So figure out what you want to do. If it's more sales at the restore, if it's just feeling good in the community awareness, maybe you need more partner families, then maybe you start to get your page and follow churches and just see what your bigger goals are. And that's the last slide, because it's about planning. You still have to plan. Produce. You know how hard that is with Hootsuite to come up with a lot of new material. But publish, get it in the internet world, and then do your events where you're telling people about hashtags and you're showing people how to link back to what you're doing. And for some reason, I thought this isn't at all in the presentation, but I thought, do you know what a QR code is?
Yeah, I know what it is. I don't really know what to do with it.
So just type in, one of these days, just type in QR code generator, and you should be able to see it on your screen, right?
Yes, I see it.
So you can do a URL, Facebook. Let's do, I know what a URL does. I don't know. Okay, so this is a way you can print things around your job site. I know somebody paid $3,000 for one of these things. And this is all you do. Type in, I like the QR code, KWA. I don't know what KWA means, but that's the one I always use. You do generate, and it'll, that's why I don't use that one. That's why I've never used that, because you have to pay for it. But go to URL, www.habitattexas.org. Well, it used to not, you have to pay for it. Okay, so now let's go to QR code free. Code gener. Anyway, it leaves those little, makes those little QR codes, and you can hang it up at your registration, whatever, and it goes directly to your Give page or whatever. And it's a good way to help people get to your Twitter feed. If the Williamson County in Tennessee is a hard, if that happens a lot, then maybe that's something to, let's see, output type, download. Well, so probably I should have just done email, but there it is. And you cut and paste that and print it out big, small.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I got to share it. Hold on. QR, there. So like instantly, there it is. And if people scan that with their phone, it automatically goes to our website.
To your website. So
yeah, or whatever URL you put in. So
okay.
you could type in, let's see, whoops, sorry. There, you can type in, I typed in our URL, but I could do facebook.com/Habitat Texas to get to our, or Flickr account. That'd be a great place to put your Flickr account. Say, hey, all these photos are going to be here, and you just hand out the little QR codes, especially when they have long URLs. I mean, probably people can remember habitattexas.org, but the LinkedIn company pages are really hard to, they're long. You can't make them simple like Habitat, facebook.com/Habitat Texas. So that would be a great place to, or a great time when these little QR codes might be nice.
And so you could output type download or print.
Yeah. Look what they have output type. Put your code on T-shirts and hats and.
Okay.
You can do a message. My daughter did that in elementary school. Let's see, maybe that's under plain text. Yeah, she wrote like Happy Mother's Day and gave me the. Let's see if that works. Happy Mother's Day, and then did. going to open a new screen that you won't be able to see again. Oh, well, there it is on the right. So you can see QR code preview.
Okay.
And you can download it or not, but it'll say Happy Mother's Day. And maybe I'm just thinking out loud, maybe you do a contest and have one that's, $50 gift certificate and hand them out at an event, and they don't know if they've gotten the $50 gift certificate or the link to your Facebook Restore page, but either way they're clicking through. I don't know if people would like that or not, but it's kind of a chance to win a drawing. You're just passing out QR codes. And
how would they win? I'm sorry, I got lost there. So you
yeah, so you would do like the plain text on the left-hand side, the number 1 data type. So you print out 50 of your Restore website and print out 1 plain text. You win.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just brainstorming, but
I got you. No, that's cool.
It could be fun. There's see what happens.
So the idea is to get more people to go to that page.
Yeah. So if they can, to your Restore page, so they can like your Restore page. There's also a whole bunch of different ways you can have contests on your Restore page, or give coupons on your Restore page. Let's see. I think too, you can set up your. Let's go back to our Facebook page. It's thinking about it on your end, I think.
Yep.
It's thinking about it on my end. So don't forget to do. You can see these buttons right here. You can have a join my list for if you have constant contact. They have an app that'll go directly to get your email list bumped up, and you can also create a donate button directly from your Facebook page.
I need to look at that. Okay, I'll write that down. So there was a donate, and then there was, what was it, join?
Join my link, and that's through Constant Contact.
Oh, yes, okay. Okay.
I set up that donate page, but you have. I don't. It's not exactly. You'd have to do a search how to set up a donate link. Excuse me, but you can.
Okay. Do you this is maybe not so much social media related, but do you all see a preference in crowdfunding sites that people are using?
I'm sorry, say that again. A preference in what?
In software for crowdfunding.
Oh,
like a preferred one, or?
I don't, but that'd be a great place to post on the LinkedIn group page.
Okay. Because we've never used them, but I'm trying to research like who's got what percentage, that they take out. What's the better one, and what's like the one that's going to take out the less?
What I've heard, the last time we were looking at a crowdfunding for our conference, information on crowdfunding for our conference, and what I heard from experts was that it just really hasn't shown a lot of good stuff yet.
Okay. Yeah, like one of the softwares we were looking at, or one of the pieces we were looking at for one of them was like 7%.
Oh.
So I didn't know if that seemed high to me.
Yeah, it seems high to me.
Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking all this time today. I know you have another call at 2, and I'll certainly let you get to it, but I appreciate you still keeping keeping this open just for me today, and it worked out really to my advantage.
Well, good for you.
I appreciate that, and